what I want to ask you is also about what you found about the Islamic finance industry, because in many ways, I think I share the same sentiment, which is where I came at Islamic finance from a very grassroots level. Like, what are the individual problems that people have?
Yeah.
How can we solve them? And I worked in the city, and I saw how Islamic finance is done in the corporate world.
Yeah.
And I realized that that's not for me. I felt, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, I felt that wasn't, long term, it wasn't, that impactful.
Yeah.
It wasn't going to add value to the world.
Yeah.
And rather the way to solve it is, actually address real needs of people.
Yeah.
But I wanted to ask you, what's your kind of experience of the corporate and personal Islamic finance, and how has that changed over the time?
This is a good question. Actually, there are a number of problems regarding Islamic finance. First of all, the limited understanding of Islamic finance. This is a huge problem. Many people think that Islamic finance is the prohibition of riba, one, and on the other side, providing financial transactions that are Sharia compliant. That's all. Yeah, this is Islamic finance, and therefore they try to produce certain products. Yeah. Different forms of musharaka, different forms of mudaraba, different forms of murabaha, and so on and so forth. But Islamic finance is bigger than this. And we have to understand that, because Islamic, in order to be able to provide humanity with the correct solutions, and in order to be able to identify the size of the gravity of the current problems regarding the financial system. And as you know, that now there is a discussion, deep discussion, who controls who. Politics control finance, or finance control politics. And then ideology is in the middle of both sides. Does ideology influencing Islamic finance or finance, or does ideology influencing politics? And so these are the three main players, you can say, in the world: ideology, politics, and finance. This is my view regarding anyway. So who controls who? Now, when we understand the nature of Islamic finance, and that it is a comprehensive, holistic system that is interfering in our social life, in all aspects of our life, and it is heavily influenced by our ideology, then we can understand that if the world does not accept Islam as an ideology, they will not benefit that much from Islamic finance. However, let me say this, is very important. Islam is a very miraculous religion. Islam is the light. It can penetrate any place, you cannot block the light of the light of the sun, and the rays of the sun. So even if you block it, it will still affect the surface. And this is the power of Islam. So even if you do not have an ideological system that can foster Islamic finance, still Islamic finance can be beneficial for that system, even if that system is anti-Islamic. Still people can benefit from Islam, from Islamic finance as well, even if the system is not just un-Islamic, no, anti-Islamic. So this is one big problem, a huge, you can say, intellectual, ideological problem about Islamic finance. The second main problem about Islamic finance is that because of the first problem, because we do not have the ideological infrastructure to foster true Islamic finance and Islamic financial products, what happens is that we started to compromise because we want to fit into a body that is alien to Islamic finance. So we started to compromise in order to find a place, in order to fit, in order maybe to convince them. And that led to so many problems in Islamic finance. And that's why Islamic finance in many cases is unable to provide societies, different societies, with the intended solutions Islamic finance would be able to provide if there was the proper ideological fostering system. And that what, John Foster, he was the ex-editor of the International Islamic Magazine, something like this. He's a non-Muslim guy. He wrote an article that really we need to be aware of it in 2000 and 2009-10, after the global 2008 recession.
Yeah.
And he said, has Islamic finance lost the opportunity to provide the globe with solutions? And he alluded to the fact that Christianity has lost the opportunity because Christianity compromised a lot, and it lost its value. Yeah, because see, generally speaking, if I